In the main hall, the coiling dragon cloud pillar stood in 4 directions, namely north, south, east, and west. The dragon's eyes were lifelike as if they would come alive in the next second. The dragon's roar resounded, exuding a threatening aura everywhere. The Lin family's elders and the disciples of the family stood on both sides. They did not dare to speak loudly as they were afraid that they would disturb some sort of existence. They only held their breaths. There was a simple and unadorned stone tablet in the middle of the hall. Under the gazes of everyone present, Lin Mo took a deep breath and slowly placed his hand on the stone tablet. After a long while, there was no response from the stone tablet. Lin Mo, level 1. An elder spoke with an expressionless face. The words hit Lin Mo's heart like a heavy hammer. The sentence caused quite a commotion in the crowd as well. Why is Lin Mo still at level 1? He has been through so many tests. He's basically trash. The Lin family will never raise a useless person regardless of whether they're a direct descendant or not. This is a rule set by the ancestor. He was a genius in his prime. Now, he isn't even comparable to a newbie who has just joined the clan. If the news spreads, it'll be a disgrace to the Lin family. I heard that quite a lot of heavenly and earthly treasures have been spent to nurture him over the years. What an utter waste. Why don't we spend the effort and time to nurture another person instead? Who knows, the other person might have already reached the foundation establishment stage. The surrounding discussions as well as everyone's gazes landed on Lin Mo. It was as if they pierced through him. In fact, he was basically a fish on a chopping board. Lin Mo subconsciously clenched his fists and his veins popped out. However, he had no choice but to release his grip. It turned out that he was once a genius of the Lin family. He had reached the peak of level 5 of the body refining stage and was about to reach the foundation establishment stage. However, for some unknown reason, he had lost all of his cultivation and regressed back to level 1. All these years, no matter how much he cultivated, he could not break through level 1. Enough. The noisy main hall suddenly fell silent. What's the point of all this commotion? Clan leader Lin Xian's expression was dignified and he gave off an extraordinary aura. He observed Lin Mo, whose eyes were cold and filled with disappointment. All Lin Mo felt at that moment was bitterness. The second elder said, "Clan leader, Lin Mo has already used up a lot of our clan's resources. Yet, he's still stuck at level 1. According to the clan's rules, he should be stripped of his surname and expelled from the clan." As soon as he finished speaking, someone tried to stop him. Absolutely not. Clan leader, brother Lin Mo was once a genius. However, he's unable to recover due to some reason. I hope that you can use your discretion in dealing with him. The voice, which sounded like it belonged to an Oriole, was very pleasant to the ear. It was Lin Mo's younger sister, Lin Qingyu. She possessed outstanding talent ever since she was young. If it had not been for her, the Lin family would not have tolerated Lin Mo for so long. The clan was divided into 2 factions. One faction was led by the second elder, whereas the other faction was led by Lin Qingyu. Both factions had been arguing furiously whether they should kick Lin Mo out. In the end, it was Lin Xian who compromised. "Lin Mo, I'll send you to an auction house. If you manage it well, there's still a chance for you to come back." Lin Qingyu frowned and wanted to add something. However, after seeing Lin Xian's expression, she knew that this was his biggest concession. On the day Lin Mo left, no one except Lin Qingyu sent him off. Lin Qingyu hoped that the situation would not make Lin Mo seem so pathetic. Lin Mo did not take it to heart as many people had already been cold toward him over these past few years. As the saying goes, man struggles upwards, water flows downwards. This principle had never changed since ancient times. Who would spend their time to send off a good-for-nothing like him? Do send me a message as soon as you arrive there. If you need something or if anyone bullies you, let me know. Lin Qingyu's voice brought Lin Mo back to reality from his thoughts. Seeing the concern in her eyes, he felt somewhat relieved. "Don't worry, I'll take care of myself." The setting sun was radiant. Lin Mo brought a few servants and stepped onto the carriage, but he did not notice the black shadow following him. A few miserable cries could be heard from the depths of the forest at night. Following that, a few night birds circled around in fear. The carriage had already been split into pieces and the Lin flag had been broken at the waist. As for the white flag, it was stained with blood. Additionally, the bonfire was snuffed out. It seemed as though a huge battle had just occurred here. A few corpses were sprawled on the ground, including Lin Mo's. Supposedly, the corpses would be discovered by the Lin family in a few days. As their belongings were looted, everyone would think that this was the doing of robbers. It was all for money. However, Lin Mo opened his eyes abruptly. He moved his fingers and swept them around his surroundings. What the f***ck? He let out a curse. Originally, he was sitting at home but suddenly, he got transmigrated. The only thing that remained the same was his name. After sorting out his memories, Lin Mo felt an inexplicable sense of familiarity. This was the classic start of a loser's story in the 21st century, right? Although everyone had given up on him, the original host himself did not. After searching day and night, he finally found out that this happened due to his unique constitution, the god-devouring body. This constitution would revert to its original form, the first time one cultivated to the peak of level 5. That was why their original bodies had fallen back to level 1 when they were in the foundation establishment stage. If one wanted to cultivate again, they would need to consume a large number of heavenly materials and earthly treasures on a regular basis. Otherwise, their life would be in danger. Although a lot of resources had been spent on the original body, it was clearly not enough. Thus, their cultivation could not advance even though their life was in danger. In this case, one could see how special this kind of constitution was. This could be viewed as a once-in-a-lifetime occurrence. Moreover, it was extremely difficult to cultivate. Nevertheless, this constitution possessed endless potential. According to the records, there was even a possibility of breaking through to the peak of level 9 or even reaching a higher realm. Nevertheless, the Lins did not know about the twists and turns of it. They only knew that Lin Mo had used up a lot of resources but was unable to break through. Even his body had been damaged. He was simply trash. Therefore, they sent Lin Mo to a remote place. He would have a chance to return. Even so, who knew how long it would take? Lin Mo could not help but roll his eyes. It was fine for him to abandon such a clan. He could not be bothered. This continent was called the Eastern Continent, which was one of the 5 continents. In the north of the Eastern Continent, Lin City was one of the most prosperous cities other than the capital city. Lin City was also the Lin family's territory. At this moment, Lin Mo was going to Chuksan village, which was located in a small town near the border of the Eastern Continent. Since his physique was placed here and the resources of the clan were not enough to awaken it, he might as well go out and try his luck. Furthermore, Lin Mo was worried that he would be discovered due to his personality being different from the original host. Now that the original soul of this body was dead, he had to take over. Regardless, he should not be exposed as long as he was careful. Furthermore, he could act freely. With this in thought, Lin Mo decided to set off immediately. It would be bad if the robbers returned. Lin Mo found the map to Chuksan village and set off. Fortunately, it was not too far away. Otherwise, without any carriages or horses, who knew how long it would take for him to walk out of this forest with his level 1 strength. The sky looked like the color of a fish's belly. There were small houses scattered all around like mushrooms growing out of flat grounds. As the sun had just risen, countless rays of light shone down on the planet and coated the eaves of the houses with a layer of golden light. These low houses were surrounded by endless fields. A gentle breeze blew, causing countless waves of wheat to roll one after another. This made the place seem even more spacious. Lin Mo finally spotted people in front of him. He could not help but quicken his pace. After walking for an entire night, he could barely feel his feet. Luckily, nothing happened during the journey and he did not encounter any danger. After much difficulty, Lin Mo arrived at the entrance of the village. There was a sign hanging nearby. Due to the wind and sunlight, the original color of the sign had long faded. Some of the words were already mottled and disconnected. Lin Mo could barely make out the original sentences. Everything was so crooked. In fact, it looked like a child's graffiti. There was also a big tree beside Lin Mo. He did not know how long it had been rooted here, but the tree was thick and had a sturdy trunk. Clearly, it was very old. Even if a few people combined their strength, it would be difficult for them to uproot it. The rings on the tree were proof that it had been alive for countless years. The branches of the tree were lush and the canopy was very tall. When a person walked under it, they could feel a chill. It was simply a good cooling place during the warm summer. Many red silks were tied to the tree and there seemed to be written words on them. However, Lin Mo could not see them clearly. "Young man, why are you here?" said an old voice. This almost scared Lin Mo. An old man wearing a straw hat appeared from behind the tree trunk. He had simple clothing on and his pants were half rolled up. His shoes were made of cloth and he looked just like any ordinary person. Lin Mo and the old man were sizing each other up. Since Lin Mo was dressed well, it was obvious that he came from a large town. The old man could not help but be filled with doubt and surprise. He sighed, "Other than mercenaries, it's been a long time since anyone has come here. My name is Lin Mo. I'm here to manage the auction." The old man looked at Lin Mo from head to toe again. Originally, his eyes were half closed but now, they were completely opened. At the same time, it revealed a sharp glint. "You're from the Lin family." Lin Mo nodded and took out the clan leader's documents. He handed them to the old man. After taking a long look, the old man said, "It's the chief's seal." Just like tree barks, his hands were full of wrinkles. He flipped through the documents and touched the seal as if he was touching something rare. If Lin Mo did not say anything, he might have kept touching it for the whole day. "May I know who exactly you are?" The old man waved his hand, indicating for Lin Mo to follow him. I'm the chief of this village. The people here call me Old Lin or Old Man Lin. You can call me whatever you want. Lin Mo did not expect the old man to be the chief of Chuksan village. After all, he was so down to earth. The old man could see the astonishment in Lin Mo's eyes and explained, we're in a poor and remote village. We don't have to follow those stupid rules. It doesn't matter what we do. You're so young. Why are you here? Well, since it's the clan leader's order, we'll just go with the flow. Old Lin nagged as he brought Lin Mo into the village. There were only about a dozen households. They were scattered around the village. Obviously, not many people reside in this village. Chuksan village was not considered prosperous. It was said to be one of the branches of the Lin family, but most of the people were merely from the countryside. Nonetheless, there were also other factions. Most of the young people who had the ability or talent were aiming for bigger cities. They wanted to go and expand their horizons, achieving something impressive. Those who stayed in the village were mostly old, weak, or sick. You've seen the situation of our village. The population is sparse and the place's structure is simple. There aren't many young people like you. Soon, the two of them arrived at the village. No one really paid any attention to them. Uncle Wang, meet someone from my family. An old man was taking a nap at the main entrance. When he heard Old Lin's voice, he immediately opened his eyes. When he saw Lin Mo, his eyes immediately lit up. He was so excited that tears began filling his eyes. You're Lin Mo? I haven't seen you in so many years. You've grown up. Based on Lin Mo's memories, this old man was Butler Wang. Everyone called him Uncle Wang. He treated the original host very well during his younger days. For some reason, he was sent to this village. Seeing that Lin Mo and Uncle Wang knew each other, Old Lin did not say anything more. Once he introduced them, he left so they could catch up. Where are the rest of the people in Uncle Wang's auction house? Uncle Wang laughed bitterly. There aren't any other people. I'm the only one here. For a moment, Lin Mo did not know what to say. He knew that there was nothing in the auction house right now. Otherwise, they would not have fallen into such a state. Although all of Lin Mo's valuables had been stolen by the robbers, the interspatial ring had already recognized its owner. Ordinary people would not be able to access it, so he still had it. After all, he was once a genius. Even if he was down and out, he should still have some good items. However, most of them had been used up by the original host. There were not many items left. If only these few items were enough to set up the auction house well. Anyway, that was simply a fantasy. Just as Lin Mo was at a loss, a mechanical voice sounded in his mind. He thought that he was hallucinating. Ding! The auction rebate system has been initiated. A huge screen appeared in front of Lin Mo. It was similar to those in online games. A few rows of words appeared. Lin Mo finally realized that the so-called auction rebate system could directly provide direct multiplier rebates. Furthermore, it had the basic ability to identify items. However, the rebates were random. For the time being, they could range from a few times to 10,000 times. The higher the multiple, the stronger one's own strength would be. There was also a limit to the quality of the items and rebate. Additionally, one could not auction off items that had rebates. Lin Mo's spirit was instantly roused. This rebate system was tailor-made for him. He could use it to improve the auction house. Who knows, he might even be able to use this opportunity to obtain rebate items to train his divine body. It was like killing two birds with one stone. Despite that, he did not have many things in his hands right now. He only had the most basic body refining technique, Long Fist. It had nothing to do with cultivation and Lin Mo only wanted to strengthen his body. There was also the ordinary iron sword and some body refining pills that would delay his illness. Lin Mo made a prompt decision and prepared to hold the first auction. After all, the auction house in Chuksan village had not been open for a long time. Firstly, he wanted to let more people know about this auction house. Secondly, he wanted to try out the auction rebate system. Upon hearing Lin Mo's decision, Uncle Wang was a little surprised. He could not help but ask, "Young Master Lin Mo, are you sure? We don't have anything to auction. This auction house has been empty for a long time. In fact, it's essentially an empty house." Lin Mo nodded. "Don't worry, Uncle Wang. I know what I'm doing. I'll handle the items for auction. You just need to help spread the news around. Make sure that there are as many people as possible attending the auction." Even though Uncle Wang still had some doubts, he followed Lin Mo's orders and did as he was told. On the other hand, Lin Mo received another visit from the village chief. The village chief hurriedly went up to him. "Aren't you tired from your journey? Why are you looking for me?" Lin Mo did not beat around the bush and went straight to the point. "Village chief, I wanted to ask you about Chuksan village. I thought it was something important." "Is that it?" The village chief casually poured 2 cups of tea and its faint fragrance filled the room. Lin Emo had never smelled this fragrance before. It was very refreshing. These tea leaves are homegrown. They can't be compared to what you're used to. I hope you don't mind it. Lin Emo took a sip. It tasted a little bitter. Then, a slight sweetness followed and it spread around his mouth, giving off an endless aftertaste. You should have already noticed the situation in Chuksan village. There's no need for me to say more. Other than some bandits and robbers, the only forces that visit this place are the famous Dragon Tiger Mercenary Group and Wolf Mercenary Group. Although Chuksan village was small, it happened to be located at the intersection of several large cities. There were also some fine resources nearby. The place was quite remote but sometimes, mercenaries would stay there temporarily. The leaders of these 2 mercenary groups were around level 6. They were definitely not weaker than the village chief. When the village chief heard that Lin Emo was going to hold an auction, he also did not think that it was a wise decision. You want me to invite them over? The village chief shook his head. Their strength is about the same as mine, so they might not be willing to listen to me. Unless there is something good, they won't be interested. Lin Emo said confidently, there will definitely be something good. Village chief, you just need to spread the word for me. Everything will be fine. The village chief thought to himself, since he came all the way over here to take over the auction house, he should have brought some things with him. I guess it wouldn't be a problem. Thus, he agreed. Shortly after, the news of an auction being held in Chuksan village was spread to all nearby factions. This was all thanks to the village chief and the other villagers. The villagers were more or less ordinary people. It was rare for someone like Lin Emo to come to the village and hold an auction. In fact, they had never encountered such a situation before. It almost felt like a hoax. All of a sudden, the deserted village had become much more lively. Everyone was doing their best to promote Lin Emo. I heard that there's going to be an auction at Chuksan village. Are you going? There's an auction at Chuksan village? Are you kidding me? What can they sell? The villagers aren't very strong. Don't tell me that they're just going to sell some crops? If that happens, they'll be making a fool out of themselves. Who knows? They might use the auction as a way to fool us. I heard that the Lin family sent someone to take over the auction house. Really? That's not a lie, right? If it's really held by someone from the Lin family, then there's no harm in going to take a look. Just treat it as a show. Time passed quickly and soon, it was the day of the auction. Thanks to Uncle Wang and Lin Mo's hard work, the originally dilapidated auction house turned out looking decent. After publicizing for the past few days, more people came than Lin Emo had anticipated. The rumor of the auction being held by a member of the Lin family helped. More than half of the rooms were filled. However, the cultivation levels of these people were generally not high. This was not unexpected. Besides, why would people with high cultivation levels appear here? Under Lin Mo's signal, Uncle Wang started the auction. Lin Emo cleared his throat. The first item to be auctioned is a body refining pill. For cultivators, they'll be able to quickly recover their strength after eating it. For those at levels 1 and 2, they'll be able to increase their spiritual energy rapidly. The starting price is 100 low-grade spirit stones. 200. 300. There were not many medicinal pills in the border regions. Hence, even though the body refining pill was nothing out of the ordinary, people quickly placed their bids. In the end, it was sold for 1,000 low-grade spirit stones. Spirit stones were divided into low, medium, high, and top grade. Low-grade spirit stones were the worst, but they were also the most commonly used currency. 10,000 low-grade spirit stones equal 1 middle-grade spirit stone, 10,000 middle-grade spirit stones equal 1 high-grade stone, and so on. Following the successful auction, a mechanical voice sounded in Lin Mo's mind once again. Ding! Host, you've auctioned the body refining pill. Successfully triggered 10,000 times return. Acquired low-grade tier 9 pill. Heavenly recovery pill. Lin Emo took a deep breath. Fortunately, he was currently backstage. Thus, no one could see the shock and astonishment on his face. Tier 9 pill. As the name implied, one could tell how powerful it was. A heavenly recovery pill. This was previously what the god-devouring body needed. If one were to go berserk, this thing could save their life. Lin Emo was unable to calm down for a long time. Even the original host of this body had never heard of a heavenly recovery pill before. The Lin clan was very powerful and the original host was a genius. Since he had never seen this pill, it was enough to show its worth. Having this pill was equivalent to having a life-saving talisman. No matter what went wrong during cultivation, there would be a way to remedy it. It was not an exaggeration to say that this pill was the dream item of almost every cultivator. Yet Lin Emo was able to obtain it easily. If word got out, it would infuriate people to death. The gap between Lin Emo and other cultivators had widened in an instant. After Lin Emo had composed himself, he went to auction off the second item. It was his personal sword. The current situation was different from the past. Other than being slightly sharper and being made using slightly better materials, this sword was rather basic. There was nothing special about it. In the end, it was auctioned off for 1,500 low-grade spirit stones. Ding! The host has auctioned off an iron sword. 1,000-fold return has been successfully triggered. You have obtained a mid-grade tier 7 Ice Soul Silver Light Sword. This did not excite Lin Mo as much as the pill. There was indeed a difference between 1,000-fold and 10,000-fold return. It seemed like his luck had been pretty good at the start. Of course, this did not mean that the recent item he had obtained was not good. Even the village chief and the two mercenary group leaders' weapons were far inferior to this sword. The mid-grade tier 7 Ice Soul Silver Light Sword was able to affect the surrounding elements. An elemental weapon was also very rare. Furthermore, the resources here were scarce. Thus, it was difficult to come across a 7th rank weapon. Even in the Lin family, this was not a common sight. The third article was a body tempering cultivation technique. It was quite ordinary. Normal people would not be able to use it while cultivators despise it. In short, it was basically useless. Everyone, don't underestimate this cultivation technique. The younger generation must learn it. This is also a cultivation technique that the Lin family doesn't pass on to outsiders. I've only unwillingly brought it out for the sake of this auction. As Uncle Wang listened to Lin Mo's words, he felt that something was not right. Despite that, he had no way of refuting. The same goes for the people who were present. Lin Mo's persuasive words were learned from the 21st century. Even though he was trying to scam people, he felt that it must be done. As expected, after his extravagant bragging, the article was bought at the price of 1,700 low-grade spirit stones. Ding! The host has auctioned off the body tempering cultivation technique. Successfully triggered 500 times return. Obtained tier 5 top grade martial art, Dragon Elephant Fist technique. The rewards from the auction return system could not be recycled. This was done to prevent people from taking advantage of the loophole. Using unlimited returns to obtain unlimited rewards was impossible. Lin family's authentic items? All of them are just trash. You're only deceiving these country bumpkins who haven't seen the world. In fact, you're nothing but a swindler. Just as everything was going smoothly, an unpleasant voice could suddenly be heard. The person who said this was a middle-aged man. Judging from his appearance, he should be from a mercenary group. However, it was unknown which mercenary group he belonged to. As soon as he finished speaking, several people echoed, "That's right. You're trying to fool us with rubbish. Aren't you ashamed of auctioning these items? I advise everyone to disperse as soon as possible. We, the Hungry Wolf mercenary group, have plenty of these things. I can't believe I purposely came here to take a look. What a waste of time and energy." The atmosphere in the auction hall became awkward and silent. These few people caused everyone else's expressions to turn ugly. Moreover, due to their tyrannical might, no one was able to argue back. At this moment, Lin Mo suddenly spoke out, "Today is just a warm-up. The next auction will be held in 3 days. There will be a tier 5 top-grade martial art to be auctioned off." These words were like sparks falling into a pot of oil. The gloomy atmosphere was instantly ignited. What? Did I hear wrongly? A tier 5 top-grade martial art? Is it true? Could it be that he's trying to trick us into coming here again? I don't think so. After all, if he goes back on his words, his future auctions will be doomed. Lin Mo did not say anything else and only added, "This auction house is also willing to pay a higher commission than other auction houses to collect the items." Before the crowd could digest what he said, Lin Mo had already thrown out another piece of important news. Then, he turned and left, ignoring everyone's reactions. By the time the crowd had dispersed, it was already midnight. Uncle Wang and Lin Mo decided to take a short break after tidying up. Uncle Wang wanted to say something but he seemed hesitant. "Young Master Lin Mo, you said earlier that you are going to auction off a tier 5 top-grade martial art." During their earlier chat, Uncle Wang had already found out about the robbery that Lin Mo had encountered. He was a little worried that Lin Mo was spouting empty words due to anger. Integrity was the most important thing for an auctioneer. If Lin Mo was unable to bring out the promised item, then everything would be ruined. Lin Mo knew that Uncle Wang was just worried about him. So, he comforted the old butler. "When the time comes, you'll see for yourself. I'm going to be cultivating for the next few days. Uncle Wang, try your best to collect some items that are 3rd rank and above. Also, make preparations for the upcoming auction." After giving his instructions, Lin Mo went to the backyard of the auction house to find a secluded place. The auction house was lacking in every area, but it was big. Lin Mo was able to find a spot where he would not be disturbed. Since Uncle Wang would take care of things, Lin Mo could cultivate in peace for the next 3 days. With the thought, the heavenly recovery pill appeared in Lin Mo's palm. The air was immediately filled with a rich medicinal fragrance, refreshing one's heart and mind. The white pill was very round and 9 circle patterns encircled it. As expected of a top-grade pill. Just by looking at it, Lin Mo felt that his exhausted spiritual energy was replenished. It was as if some unknown power had entered his body. Without any hesitation, Lin Mo swallowed the pill and it slid down his throat. Suddenly, he felt as if there was a small sun in his abdomen. His body became warmer and warmer. Lin Mo tried to use his spiritual energy to release this lump of heat source. He could feel the various elements in the air begin to pulsate. Countless amounts of spiritual energy were drawn into his body. Originally, his spiritual power was so little that it was almost empty. With the sudden influx of so much spiritual power that traveled at lightning speed flowing through his meridians and blood, it felt like they were attacking major acupoints in his body. Each impact would bring waves of intense pain. Lin Mo felt as if he was going to drown. If this happened to an ordinary person, they would have already started bleeding from their 7 orifices. Their meridians would also have exploded. Fortunately, Lin Mo had a god-slaying body. Thus, his face only turned slightly pale. Nonetheless, it felt as if all of his bones and tendons were being crushed. Lin Mo could even faintly hear the sound of his joints cracking. His forehead was completely covered in sweat. He was unsure how long he would last. The pill's heaven-revolving spiritual energy continued to flow throughout Lin Mo's body. His meridians, which had been stagnant for a long time, had finally expanded. Boom! It felt like something was pouring down. Previously, Lin Mo's meridians were only the size of a finger. Now, they were comparable to a waterfall. The speed at which the spiritual energy flowed was getting faster and faster. At the same time, the amount of spiritual energy absorbed was also increasing. The spiritual energy around was being guided and they continuously flowed towards this place. Countless black impurities were expelled out of Lin Mo's body. At this moment, an unprecedented sense of comfort enveloped his body. He had removed the shackles of his mortal body as if he had been enlightened. Lin Mo felt like he was soaking in a hot spring. Every pore on his body had opened up. He was breathing spiritual energy in and out. The spiritual energy had been refined to a purer state. If someone were to see this dreamlike scene right now, they would definitely be shocked. Countless specks of spiritual energy crowded around Lin Mo. The spiritual energy even turned into a white mist. Eventually, they formed into a huge cocoon. Lin Mo was within it. A divine light flickered. It made him look like a god. The light was soon extinguished, but the spiritual energy was getting more and more abundant. After an unknown amount of time, Lin Mo slowly opened his eyes. It was as if a clear divine light was surrounding him. In this state, people may not dare look at him directly. Lin Mo let out a long breath. He could not help but sigh. As expected of the heavenly recovery pill. His entire body had been transformed by the pill. Lin Mo felt like he had been reborn. There was no way an ordinary person's body could contain so much spiritual energy. Their bodies would have exploded and they would have died long ago. This was the crucial difference. The auction return system was like a cheat tool. With this system, Lin Mo would no longer have to worry about cultivation resources. As long as he had good luck, all the top resources in this world would be within his grasp. Additionally, with his god-slaying body, Lin Mo's absorption speed was much faster than an average person's. After consuming a Tier 9 medicinal pill, those with a low cultivation base would take months to absorb it. On the other hand, he was able to absorb all the medicinal effects in a short period of time. Furthermore, Lin Mo had also recovered his peak of 5th rank strength. His base cultivation was essentially done. Lin Mo circulated his spiritual force once more before starting to cultivate the Dragon Elephant Fist technique. By the time he opened his eyes, 2 days had passed. However, he felt as if only a few hours had gone by. If Uncle Wang did not wake him up, Lin Mo would probably continue to meditate. Seeing Lin Mo once again, Uncle Wang felt that he was a little different. Despite that, he could not exactly pinpoint the difference other than the aura around him was more extraordinary. Young Master Lin Mo, I've already spread the news. All the experts in this vicinity have heard that Chuksan Village's auction house is about to auction off a Tier 5 top-grade cultivation technique. From the looks of it, they're all determined to obtain it. Lin Mo nodded. He was satisfied with Uncle Wang's efficiency. Thank you, Uncle Wang. You've worked hard these past few days. Uncle Wang was slightly overwhelmed by the praise. This is my job. Young Master Lin Mo is too courteous. By the way, where are we supposed to get a Tier 5 top-grade cultivation technique? Those people were so enthusiastic. If you could not present the article, they would probably tear down the place. Literally. Lin Mo had the auction return system in his hands, so there was nothing to worry about. There was only one issue on his mind. The resources he obtained were all reserved for his own use to satisfy the god-slaying body. As for the weapons, he would keep the ones that were handy. The rest would be auctioned off. It was the same for martial arts. He would first cultivate them, then auction them off. Although there was a rule that the system's rewards could not be commerced back to it, Lin Mo could still use them to earn spirit stones or other items. Otherwise, he would not be able to obtain other rewards. In short, no matter what, it was a profitable business. Also, while the young master was cultivating, I've used the Lin family's reputation along with the news of the upcoming auction to purchase quite a few items that were above 3rd rank. There are also a number of people who are willing to send their items over to be auctioned off. Young Master Lin Mo, I hope that you will not deduct their profits when the time comes. Uncle Wang was meticulous in his calculations. It did not matter if the initial stage of the auction earned them only a little money. The most important thing was to make a name for the young master. Lin Mo had the same thought. Uncle Wang, don't worry. I will only take 10% of their profits. In an ordinary auction house, if people wanted to auction off their items, they would have to pay at least 30 to 50% of their profits as handling fees. Yet, Lin Mo only planned to take 10%. This was practically charity. Lin Mo's goals were not tied to his profits. The most important thing was the auction return system. As long as an item was auctioned, there would be a return. Uncle Wang was slightly moved by Lin Mo's actions. Young master, are you trying to use this method to build up the reputation for our auction house so we'll receive better items in the future? Unexpectedly, Lin Mo shook his head and said mysteriously, I have my own agendas. Furthermore, there's really a tier 5 top grade cultivation technique that'll be auctioned off. Upon hearing those words, Uncle Wang became curious. However, since Lin Mo did not elaborate, he did not pester further either.